Hey guys, in this video I have some good news for you about U.S. Embassy reopenings. If you're interested in learning more about what the State Department finally had to say about this, stick around, watch this video. Before I get into it, friends, thanks so much for being with me, for being part of this community. If you haven't subscribed yet to McBean Immigration TV, go ahead, do so right now. Hit the notification bell so that you'll be the first to get these videos each week. And also share these videos on WhatsApp, forward them to your friends and family because you never know who really needs this information. Now, let's get into it. So we know that U.S. embassies closed in mid-March around the world globally because of the coronavirus. And so it's basically stopped. Everything stopped. Routine visa services for non-immigrant visas as well as immigrant visas all stopped. The only things that the embassies were doing is mission related to emergencies, right? Helping U.S. citizens get out of a country that they were in and back into the U.S. And they were just handling only emergency requests. And now they have shifted, as you guys may have been hearing. I've heard, oh, this embassy reopened. That embassy is doing interviews. What's going on with my embassies, right? But as you guys may have heard recently, that the embassies are reopening. So we have an official correspondence this time from the State Department. And I'm going to pull up pieces of this statement and share it with you so that you could follow along with me. But the first thing you should know is that the State Department has said that the resumption, they used a big word on us, the resumption of routine visa services will occur on a post-by-post basis. And so it's not some broad thing here where everybody has reopened and they've all reopened at the same level and to the same extent. No, it's actually still being taken on a post-by-post basis. And so the State Department is continuing to say that just go on the embassy's website, see what their new procedures are, what their reopening procedures are, check out the website. And in many cases, you may be frustrated even by the website because in some cases, websites haven't even been updated, right? And so what I've been sharing with people is find that number for the embassy, call them, see if you can get someone on the line who can provide you with some information if the website has not been updated yet. But according to the State Department, you've got to check the embassy's website for the updates related to that post. The next thing that the State Department has said is this: we are unable to provide a specific date for when each mission will resume specific visa services or when each mission will return to processing at pre-COVID workload levels. So in essence, and if you hear that shaking in the background, that's Georgie. He's with us in this one. That's one of my dogs back there. So what they're saying in this one, friends, is that they don't have the date yet, right, for when all of the posts will get back to processing the visa applications and doing the interviews and all of that at the level that they were doing it before COVID-19 hit. So they're putting that out there that although they are operating, gee, thanks, Georgie, I'm recording here. Sorry, guys. They're operating, but not at that old level, that pre-COVID-19 level. Basically, what they're saying is be patient because they're not working as fast as they were working before COVID-19 hit. So what else are they saying? They're also saying that all of our missions are continuing to provide emergency and mission critical visa services. As post-specific conditions permit, our missions will phase in processing some routine non-immigrant and immigrant visa cases. For example, travelers with urgent travel needs, they're prioritizing those individuals, of course, students, the F1s, the M1s, and certain J1s, and some family members of U.S. citizens consistent with Presidential Proclamation 10014. We expect the volume and type of visa cases each post will process to depend on local circumstances. An embassy or consulate will resume adjudicating all routine non-immigrant and immigrant visa cases only when adequate resources are available and it is safe to do so. That's a mouthful, but basically what they're saying is they are prioritizing some cases for interviews. They are prioritizing emergencies and also students. They're also prioritizing students in this instance because students have to be here, right? They have to get to the US to go to school, right? To start classes. And so they're a priority, as well as spouse and children of US citizens, and also the other folks who are exempt under the presidential proclamation that you've heard me talk so much about, the latest travel ban on immigrant visas. So those are the people who are getting their interviews scheduled, their immigrant visa interviews and non-immigrant visa interviews. Just to recap, guys, embassies are reopening, and we've even seen, and heard through the grapevine that July 15th is the date that they've provided for all embassies to reopen. But according to the publication that the State Department has put out, that's not what they're saying. They're saying that they are reopening, but it's basically on a post-by-post basis, and they are prioritizing certain cases for interviews and for visa processing. I'm going to put a link below, guys, of this publication. Click on it, read it for yourself, and there's some Q&As at the very bottom of it. It may or may not be very helpful to you, but take a look at what the State Department has put out there. Guys, I hope you found this information helpful. Be sure to share it with other people, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.